Welcome here, and this is your 13th day into the Strategic Human Resource Manager program, and you are learning the practical activities related to the human resource manager, how they perform, or as a strategic human resource manager, how they perform the different activities into the organization, and especially it is about the how the strategic manager they play a role into the success of the organization strategies. So there in the last week or however into the module 1 we are covering the different activities. So in those activities when we come with, so here we are at the level of the interviews, and at the final stage you have been selected someone what you have to do, and then we have been discussed about the negotiation you have been done. What come after the negotiation? You have been finalized their designation. You have been final because before that it is not documented. It is just on the communication or verbal communication where you have been noted it. So that is the final stage of your selection. So far when you started as an the recruitment manager or as a strategic human resource manager, it is your prime role to provide the right kind of resources who have good into the skills, who should be at the time, and that should also be cost effective. This is the formula for your success. Even though no any schools, institution, or your academic, they did not teach you about these three skills, that is about your the formula of the STC, the skills, because this is still the turbulence for the organization. Even though the students or they are spending too much money on the academic, but still that organizations are not finding the right kinds of the skills. So that is the reason. Second one, if they are the potentially or they are the intellectually good, but what you required at the right place into the organization, that is not available, so that you have to be build and develop that into your organization. So how to do that? These strategies, these practices will make you prominent into your action as a strategic human resource manager, and next you can implement that and get an right and a positive way to succeed your organization. So that we are going to be covered. So there is the first step for the human resource manager, that is providing you the right kind of the human resources for organization who should be skilled, that should be on time, that should be cost effective or the cost friendly or within the right cost. So how you have to be go with the or how you have to be finalize the right cost, so that we have been discussed into the last session. So let me cover a little bit about the right kind of the negotiation, how you can do and how you can perform the negotiation part into your organization or as an the strategic human resource. That is one of the key success formula for you as an strategic HR. Even though your strategic leader, your HR CHRO, they also did not know this, so you can apply this. You can also reach to the level of the CHRO in the very beginning short period of time when you applying these strategies which I am here sharing with you. Okay, but you have to be practice this. So you have been given the access to all the sessions now, so you can go through many day or many time in a day, so that you can practice them, understand them multi-time and the many time, then you can practice them and apply that to your workplace. So that, or even though if you are preparing for an interview, this will also a good way to provide you the potential learning and the knowledge. It is not learning, it is the knowledge, the practical knowledge which you are getting here, and then you can apply into the interview. You will be definitely succeed into the first interview of the HR. Here we are at the stage of the interviews. So interviews, there are the multiple stages which we have been covered so far, and what you have to do, how you have to be prepared, and then how you have to be evaluated. Preparation is everyone can do, but at the end, how you are evaluating the who should be the right kind of person for you, where you have to be select the skill, their skill which required for the organization at that particular time with the cost effectiveness. So that is the evaluation criteria, how you are evaluating. However, there I have been shared with you the two ways of your evaluation. That is, one is your functional evaluation by the recruitment manager, they will be do it, and secondly it is now the HR professional who should be prominent practitioner. You should have that advanced strategies, you should known to them, and how to apply that you are learning here in these this is a virtual program for you. However, we have the many premium programs also that is very pocket friendly for you. You can check that on our academy website. So when it come to the interview, so that is, you have some vacancies, you have some position, you have to be filled up that. So interviews, you are going to that. Interview is a whole process. If I tell to you, so that is just in one sentence or one word, that is, you need the right kind of people for your organization, and those people you are getting for the next. So as I'm sharing with you, so what you required and what you need to do as a strategic HR manager, where I'm, so majorly your role. So what you have to be keep in mind, you have to be keep just three things. So here are your three things. One is your skill. Second one is your skill on time. Third one is your cost effective. Everywhere as an HR, or you have to be become the real, the business partner, human resource business partner. So that is, this formula will work for you. However, many time previously I have been clarified it for you how you have to be implement this. Even though if you are not MBA, you have not went through the academic also, you did not have the into the 2 years of academic related to the master's done the in MBA human resources. So this will also make you able to those people who has been went through the academic or who has been spent 2 years in master for the human resources. So everywhere or every time you have to be considered these two. So skills, there are the two types of the skill. What? One is the functional. Second one is the behavior. This functional, it can be developed in everyone either by practices through mentoring, but this behavior could be a very niche key skill for the human beings, how they are. It is not there like how you talk, how you, it is about how you demonstrate while you are demonstrating or initiating these functional tasks here. Because when in the next level you are going with the performance and the productivity, this is performance and the this is productivity. Performance is like this can be the chart here, or productivity is like it required at this particular point. So when it come going to at this point, so what will be happen here? So in that case, this skill will work for you, and where you can identify. And later on we are discussing about the OD also, we are going to be discuss about the succession planning also, how you can do the succession planning with your the existing workforce, so that you cannot think about the workforce you have to hire from the outside. So there is the one, the Chinese proverb that you have to grow the bamboos inside or in your field or at your home. So that would be better for you to understand this concept. So this is, you required all the time skills only. Then second is, you require this skill on time. The time is either your frequency, or second one, that is your turnaround time, which you have been decided through the strategies. So who will be define or design the strategy? That is your CHRO. But your CHRO success is depend on you. Who? You are the strategic human resource manager, which is also known as strategic operation manager, or that is HR operation. So these strategies I am here practicing for you so that you can apply it at the workplace. Third one, it is about the cost, because everywhere organization which has been, so you have to keep in mind that every organization, their prime objective is to get their profits. What is this? This is profits. No one take care about your benefits, your welfare. They are only they are worried about their profit. WP is here worried about their profit. So their profit, where it should be, so this is one axis, this is another axis, their profit should be here. If it is going like this or going this, so what the organization will do, they will cut the workforce. This is the first of the primary strategy for your organization, where you have to be reduce the cost. RC is here, reduce the cost. So for that, you have to be apply all those. So this is the formula for you, which is your all MBA. Even though MBA, your strategic successful leader, if you ask these things to them, they also don't know this or this formula. So this is initiated by our people, are expert, and then this is helping you to grow as a strategic human resource manager, or really as a real business partner or the HR business partner, where you can generate the revenue for your organization. So then what come it here to the next one, which we have been covered so far. So we have been covered about the different areas of the your human resources strategic, the operational activities. So it is now coming with the, we are here into the selection process. So what is this? This is you are selecting now to whom you have to be select. So that is about, you have the position. Why the position is? So that we have been already learned it or practiced it previously. So there you have the organization, you have certain demands. Either you have the expansion of business, you have the a new product, you have to be a new requirement or the increase into your volume of the supplies. So that's why what you are doing, you required someone here. So that is your position. So there are the different dots. Previously we have been discussed about the dots. So these are the dots into your four parameters. That is the M4. M4 is the man, machine, material, and method. Somewhere, because without this is your man, you can't or your business cannot be succeed. So in that case, what is here? You are now connecting these dots. So this dot started from here. Previously, I have been shared with you one formula. So that is like this, which is also known as the V-shape employee or V-shape culture you have. In the detail or in the premium courses, we have this formula and where we share it with practices. So everything come from the organization. Here is your bottom, the human resources, and secondly, you are parallel because you are here the real business partner. You are parallelly here. There are the different dots available, and these dots you are putting. How? Because you have no direct control into those people, or either they have the direct control into their business. So this is your business part. If you consider, so this triangle is your all business, and if this one, so this triangle is all your uh, all your human resources. So that's why you as HR consider as the human resource business partner, because the in the businesses, the business owner and human resources have the equal ratio. Without this human resources, your business cannot be succeed, even though you are applying the very costly system, that the machineries and material, but you don't have this person or this resource here where I'm discussing here that should be skilled. If it is not there, so your business cannot be grow. So that's why you as an HR, you will be bridge that gap. When you will bridge that gap, you are addressing. So this is your direction, your application went through two directions. So these are the one direction here, this is the here. Here you are the advisor to them, whom people advisor to him. Here you are the mentor to them. So two things you have to be keep in mind. What is this? Just here I'm drawing it again. So this is your V shape. So this is your management, it is your human resource, it is your this is your HR, either leader or either strategic human resource. So this is your human resources, all workforce. So here you are the advisor, people advisor to them, AD is advisor, and here you are the people mentor to them. Either you can have a great relation with them, you are mentoring them in the multiple multi angular basis or multiple labels, and in that case what you are finally addressing, you are addressing these dots. So these dot can be filled by this or such particular ways. So you are addressing it like this, and at the end when you address all these three factors here, when your this all curve will be filled. So you are really the strategic HR manager or the strategic HR leader. So when it come to the next one, so next one, that is about the what we are covering into the selection. So many parts we have been covered so far. What we have been covered, the pre-selection we have been covered, and then after your the how you have to be conduct the interviews, we have been covered here. That is about your evaluation. Finally, we have been covered here about the negotiation. So these four processes we have been covered. So it is about the pre-selection or the pre-preparation before engaging anyone, your interview panel. So here are the two parts. One is your interview panel. Second one is your candidate. You are engaging them here. Second is here now. That is conducting the interviews. Now here, this is your interview room where the interview panel as well as the candidate are into the interview room. So how you have to be blast this interview, it is your preparation. So that's why I have been shared with you what types of the preparation you have to do, because everything when you are making brand your organization as a brand, so in that everything should be defined. That is called as the strategic, or that is called as the your standardization of your functions or your every jobs you require to stand. So that's why I have been shared in the beginning. So SOPs are required. That is the important document for the every action, the SOP, standing operating procedure, how you have to be operate, so that there cannot be any mistake when you are applying this formula into your workplace. So you can definitely get the right kind of the skill people system into your organization. You will make your organization as a brand. So here in the interview you have been done. So here you are going to be evaluating. This is also the part of evaluation, or you are getting them understand about the your people what they have to do. So there you are, one is the functional, you are discussing with them, and second it is about the your behavior. These two criteria you are putting here. When you have been done that, you have been confirming the information what they did, what they have been written on their resume, and what is their behavior. Then second it come to the third level. So that is the three level, this is two level, this is one level. Three level, it is now the evaluation. Based on this criteria, technically the functional skilling you required and behavior you require, you need the evaluation, how you are going to be evaluate those people. So that last week or in the last session we have been discussed about, that is category A, B, C. So C, that is rejected, these are the two options for you. Who is better one, you need to prefer first, then it is your pipeline for the next. This is your pipeline for the next the vacancies you have, or otherwise you required the, or the first one that will be drop out. So in that case you will be go to the number 2. Then third level, that is about the negotiation. So in the negotiation point you have to be consider the three things, so that your interview or selection process can be systematized, and the and brand activities as an strategic HR. So there you have to be negotiate three things. One is your number one, you have to be negotiate the salary. Number two, it is about the designation. Number three, that is about your location of working and the notice period or condition. These three things you have to be considered. Number one, why this? As the last session I have been shared with you, so that was about the negotiation part. Negotiation, so that is the three level of negotiation. One is your salary, second one is your designation, third one is your condition or location. So condition mean when he will join, the date of joining, offer when will be released, and what you required, the document you have to be discussed. So it is about the negotiation. It is totally the direct payout you are giving to them, which will be credited after deduction into their account. Second, there are the different benefits what you are providing. So there you have to be considered to three to that four item we have been discussed into the last session. Second one is the designation, so that you have to be create the parity. That is called as the, that is called as the, your designation. So that you have to be consider to three to that four item we have been discussed into the last session. Second one is the designation, so that you have to be create the parity. That is called as the, that is called as the, your designation. So that you have to be consider to three to parity into your inside organization. So for that, you have to be consider the designation into 3 level. One, already you are recruiting, you have been floated or you have been flashed the requirement that this is the position you are looking for. But when you have been here, you have been selecting finally this person, he has the right kind of apposite skill and ability. So you can consider based on the package you have been finalized. So you can consider this one also. But there you have to be you have to be keep something into the mind when you are designing or when you are finalizing at this particular point when you have been done. And third one is your notice and when he will be joined, date of joining, and there are the some other like the medical checkups and documents what are required so that you can discuss it here. So negotiation you have been done now. Next step which we are covering here today, that is one of the important process for the strategic human resource manager. What is that? That is about the pre-hiring approval. It is not about the selection, it is the pre-hiring. Now you are hiring, you have been done everything. This one person, this person you have been now selected, so he is okay at all the level for you. So now you are hiring to them as an organization. However, in many organizations there are the smaller organizations, only the management people, they only get the already approved, then you are going for the process of the just releasing of the offer. But when you have to you are becoming here the strategic human resource manager. So what you have to do here, when you are selecting this person, when you are hiring, you have to be hire. Now you are releasing the offer. RO is here offer. So there you require the management approval. MA is the management approval. In that case, when you are going for the management approval, in that case, what you have to do, what you required for the management approval, how you have to be considered. So this, what you have been done into the negotiation, that you have to be communicate to the your next level, or that is your, what is that? That is your management. So there, everything that is the skills you have. So what you have to be put there when you are going to the next level, that is now here the your pre-hiring approval, PHA. PHA stand for the pre-hiring approval. So pre-hiring approval, where you can utilize it, it is after your selection. You have been selected. You have been, it is after the selection. So you have been done selection already. Then it is now you are hiring that person. What is hiring? Hiring means now you are offering to when he or she would be or will be join your organization. So here is the one is the selection. So selection processes we have been already done here. So there is the 4-level selection process which I have been shared with you in the previous slide. So that is the one, your pre-selection preparation, then your conducting of the face-to-face interview, then your evaluation and the negotiation. These are your pre-selection processes. And when you are going for the negotiation, there are the 3 things you need to be consider what you are going to be. So the pre-selection you have been done. So what you have been done? So there are these 4 steps. So this is called as the filtering also. In the first stage, this is first stage, second stage, third stage, and fourth stage. Here you have the 100 number of the candidates where you have been done the 1 and 2 level of the interview. So that is the here out of these 100 number, here you have finally went through the 25 number of the candidates. Now you have been shortlisted from the first round of interviews. Then you have went through that to the final round or the second round of interview. So here you have been finally shortlisted or selected. So there the categorization, you have been selected here the 5 people. It will be depend on you now. So what is your position? So out of 5, if the position is 1, so you have to be choose number 1. Then you have been picked up that one person. Now you are going to be offer. So that is your hiring process started from here. So what is in your hiring process? There are the some documents you required. Number 1, it is your management approval, which is called as hiring approval. Number 2, where you are hiring, what is their designation, it is required. It is about when he is going to join to you, and what will be their package of the salary. So these four things you required in this management approval. Why required? Because this is incurring the cost for your organization. So that's why no cost can be, or no cost should be expensed without the approval of your management. Otherwise it will be an issue for you for the future. If it is not issue, but as a strategic human resource manager, you need to be focused on these 3 to 4 areas. So when it come to the number one, you have been finalized that all that processes you have to be put into the your management approval. So this approval will be help you before releasing of the offer. Some organization either offer you are releasing, so approval will be done by the managing also. But here the strategies I'm sharing with you that from the multinational organization and the 500 fortune companies. So in the 500 fortune company, there are the HR is HR, or the HR function, HR leader, they are the autonomous body, or especially they have the authority. So hiring will be done by them only. So they will be authorized the appointment, the offer letter, appointment letter, everything. So in that case, this pre-hiring approval is must, because you have the every department they have the cost, you have also the headcount cost. What should be? That should be ideally 10% of your revenue. So it should be all equal to with the cost of your employees or the your workforce. VP here. So what is here? Now we are covering that today. That is about the how to design the pre-hiring approval, what you need to be considered. So here I'm designing one format for you, and you have to be designed by yourself into the Excel and Word format. But here I'm practicing or providing it for you. So this format should be look like this. So there you can add up. So this is the known the format and the request for the approval for this is the pre-hiring approval or the approval for new recruitment. When you are going for the new recruitment, so you have to be get it approved. If it is for the either replacement, if someone has been left, so in that case, if the package is above 2, or you have also to also get the approval from your management. So this is important for you. So what it should be, how this format should be, how to get number one, this document required your reference number. As an HR, you should have the reference number for every document. So this is one of the first prime action of the strategic HR manager, where you are focusing or you have to be document every your work. So that's why they required the reference number. Then it is about the here. Number one, you require the information about the candidate. You have been selected. So this is about the information of the candidate. IC is the information. So what it should be? What is their name? Then what is their age and what is their qualification? What is their work experience? What is their present position as of now? You have been selected. And then it come to the what is their present CTC, and finally the source of reference or the source of your uh, recruitment, where you have been recruited. Because at the end, when you have to be finally go to the ROI, or the when we are going to be discuss about the recruitment matrix, it will be you have to be prepare the data for your total cost. What is your total cost or total ROI, how you are calculated. So there you need to be keep all the cost into the your document. So that's why it can give you the. So at the second side, the similarly you can get the provide the informations. What is the information? That is the name of either Mr. MS, what it could be. So their experience, it may be for example their age is for 27 years. Then third one, it is their qualification, like you are hiring the MBA or the who it should be BE. Then next one, it will be their experience as on the current you are hiring the 4.5 years, 6 years, 7 year, 9 year, whatever is there. Then their current designation, and in the previous organization where he is currently working. So that is the like the 5 years, and the designation, uh, designation, like he is the manager or either he is the executive, whatever. So you have to be design it accordingly, so you can write it into the Excel also. Then it come to their total current CTC. What is it? So it is around 6 lakh. So what percentage you are giving? So because in the next phase you can be give the cost impact. What is your cost impact happening after this new hiring for your organization? So this is your, and now the reference. So either it is the internal hiring, it is your social hiring, what how it will come to you, or either it is through any agency, so that you have to give the reference. So this is your first part into your pre-hiring approval. Then it come to the next part. There are the 2 and 3 things you also need to be keep. So this is here I'm drawing the second part for you, this format. In the second part, what it is here. So now it is about the, here we can put it here, that is the information of the selection and interviews, when it has been done or who has been done. So here is about the interviews, who has been conducted the interviews, so that how many round. So this is the first round and the second round who has been done. So this is done by the particular person, the recruitment manager or either the department heads, and then HR, who has been done on the particular date, that there is the any date you are putting it. Then it come about the second round of interview, that is either your final round or the HOD round, who has been done, either the general regional HR, or then anyone from the who is into the senior position or who is into the recruitment authority, or the final approving for the interview, the selection process for the department specific, either that is your divisional head, DH. So anyone you have to be put it here. So who has been done, on what date it has been done. So this is your second class. Third one, which is the important part for you, that is your, now what designation you are proposing, what designation you are proposing to this person, as well as what is your cost you are proposing, and then after the proposing of your date of joining. So that may be either tentative when he can join. So by that you have to, this is the approval, you are preparing a document for your management. So when it come to the proposal designation, so where we have been discussed here into the previously, so the how you have to be negotiate for the designation. So what you have to do, there you have to be making the parity or balance into your organization and considering the right kind of cost for you. So into there you have to be the designation, how you have to propose. So current you have been places, so one designation up and one designation down you have to be considered. Where it will be based on your package you have been finalized, where he will be suited. So when this package you have been finalized, so you have to consider within this package or the average where it is. If it is the 10% down or 10% up, you have to be considered. If it is above than 10%, going to the average of that, and who has the maximum into that, they what is their skill, what is there. So you have to be keep that in documented for every individual into your organization. This is the advanced strategy. Then if you will be go to the next level, if because in the current package what is, either you are putting someone, so you have to be consider the current in that the appraisal also. So either you are giving the 10% increase to the existing, who has the existing employees you have, so that should be above to this or equal to this, otherwise it will be disparity, create disparity into your organization. Then it come to the total cost too. So that is whatever you have finalized here. And third one, the date of joining. So it is your TAT is around 90-day total, but there you have been spent of some time, so accordingly you have to be negotiate, which we have been covered. So it is now your date has been finalized. Then it come to the fourth part or the third part into your total. You see that finalizing of the cost, how you are going to be refer into the your CTC to this individual. So there, as I mentioned, what you have to do, so this is the criteria you can fill it. So that is about the your current or the last appraisal you have been done, last appraisal, the previous year appraisal you have been done, because new appraisal you are putting here in from the April, for example. So within this, the position you are hiring, you have to be considered for the parity. So that is about the current employee, their designation, or either their package. Designation would be whatever, but what is their current salary and increase of their 10%. So that will be decide your final designation. And then you have to be consider the increase for the next that the next appraisal too, so that there could be a proper parity with the both that new hire and existing employee. So what you have to do? So there you have to be divided into three part when you have floated this, but as on package. So where you can place them and what it is getting. So that is your average you have to place for. If for example this is your officer level, then it is your senior officer level, and it is your assistant manager. So where it should be. So what is the package you have been defined. So that is about the officer level, your average and maximum package, that is around 4.5. Senior officer, it is around the 8.5. And assistant manager, it is around the, for example, it is 6.5, and assistant manager, it is around the 9. This is just example. So here what you can do, so this is for example 6.5, it is here. Maximum and average you have to consider both. Then it come to assistant manager, maximum and the average what is. So what package you have been decided in the previously, what has been negotiated, that is 8.5. So it is the 8.5. So what designation you are selecting to them. So there you are giving this designation assistant manager. So there the experience you have to be considered also, because it required the parity into your organization. So this is the your. Then in next, what you required into your this required. Now you have to be put the breakup. So in your breakup, what it should be and where you required and how. So this is you have to be propose your salary. So salary, ideally it should be into the three part. What are those three parts? So that is number one, your base salary. So basic and DA you are giving them. That is your allowances, and that is your retire. This is your definition of the CTC. Then it come to the where. So whatever you have there, and then you have to be considerate, that will be come to the total cost to company you are providing to them 8.5 lakh or that individual candidate. So that breakup you should have. However, somewhere we will design it. And then next one, it come now the what you are, if you are hiring that person, some condition you have applicable or the benefits you are providing additionally to them, so that you have also to put into the approval. And otherwise there is some the location related, and that you have to be. And finally it is here the who has been authorized, who has been prepared this document you have to be. So there are two parts you have to be divided. One is who has been initiated, means who has been prepared this document, that is your the strategic human resource officer. Who has been authorized it, so that is initiated by you, the strategic manager. You have also an authority, that is your like the CHRO, he has the authority here. Then this is the approving part. So that will be you have to prepare one matrix for the different level. So who will be approved, so that will be decided according to your matrix. So in what level, what is the authority, managing director, DMD, director, general manager, who are have this authority. So accordingly you have to be put it here. So that will be your different authorities, accordingly approval of that. This has been done now. So next level or the next action after the approval, the pre-hiring approval you have been done and get it signed. This document are required to be put into the custody of your HR document separately, so that all the costs which you have been incurred, that should be accounted, and that should be into the proper documentation. Next one, you have been applied. So within this approval, you have to be release the offer. You have to be release now the offer. So what is the, this is your offer. OF is a offer. So offer we are going to be cover into the tomorrow session. So this is